Hey, what's going on? It's GDove, and you are kicking it with GDove tonight, today, this afternoon, whatever time you happen to be watching it. We got a great guest for you. It's Ric Alexander. He's going to be participating, performing at the Vibe Bistro this Friday night, September the 5th. Doors at 7 o'clock, showtime at 8 o'clock. It's a Vibe Bistro with the Ric Alexander experience. He's here to tell you all about it and all about him, all the great things he's been doing. And believe me, when I tell you this brother been doing things, everything from that sax to wine to pickleball. Wait till you hear this. Say hello to Ric Alexander. What's going on, man?
Hey, a lot is going on. I
know. All good things.
Yes, all great things. And, it's funny how, you can dream about things and you ask about things and you put things out in the universe. But when it starts to really happen, you better be prepared for it because, it's like, you can manifest your own destiny.
Yeah, like Oprah used to say, you ready for that Oprah bump?
Right.
Remember, she would do my favorite things, and these people weren't quite ready to be crashing their websites and all like that. So you got to be ready for the Ric Alexander bump.
Yeah.
So you are going to be joining us this Friday, like I mentioned, at the Vibe Bistro. It's at the 1503 McDonald Avenue. You can see below where you can get tickets, or you can go online at vibebistro.com. You can probably walk up to the door if Ric doesn't sell that show out beforehand and get the tickets as well. But it'll be the 5th time that we've done that. I'm your host, and it's going to be a lot of fun. We're looking forward. Let me show you our fancy little pictures here. You'll be kicking it with me, and then I will be the host on Friday night with Ric. Ric, you are from Richmond. This place is in Richmond. This means a lot to you. Talk about that.
It's like a homecoming. I feel like it's, a full circle moment. I've mainly done things at the Richmond Auditorium. When it came to performing, I did my first talent show at the Richmond Auditorium. Wow. Before I was even playing music, I was a dancer in a group called the Dynamite Explosions, with robot moves and robot and the Black Knight, the synchronized robot. I was real big when I was coming up in school. So we actually did a few of them and actually won one. So
how about that?
That was the buzz that got me excited about being on the stage, and and I've never looked back since then. So yeah. Get that.
Were you dancing with Wayne Jackson and CJ Flash?
No, we were probably competing against them. The guys I was dancing with were all from Richmond. I think Wayne was more Oakland. And but he probably saw us and we probably saw them, But there was few groups out of Oakland that really stood out, like the Black Resurgence, Media Circus, few of them that still kept going, in their older years. But yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Can you still get the moves, or you're gonna pop a hip out if you try it now?
I'm not gonna try to duplicate everything, but I can, hold my own,
Like me, I'm more of a chair dancer now. When I can do all this in chair. But when you stand up and do it, we got a problem.
I stay active though, so it's about the knees. Everybody, look at people when they're performing. If they could bend down to the ground, they call that good knees. I have okay knees.
Okay. So, all right. So this Friday, now I know you told me that this show, you want me to describe it more as an experience, not just a concert. Tell me about the experience and tell the people about the experience with Ric Alexander.
Basically, the experience is it's like a evening where you never know who's going to show, because I know so many friends. So I call it the friendship experience, based on, my invites to all my friends that tour around the world with other artists. And when they're in town, they might just pop through because they love playing, they love fellowshipping, and they just love, to network with their brothers. So I have people that play with Janet Jackson, Rihanna, Justin Timberlake, Frankie Beverly and Mays. The list can go on. And if they're in town, they'll come through, and you never know who's going to show up. So I just call it the friendship experience, because every experience is different.
Okay, so we'll just have the surprises. We'll wait and see what happens. But I know it's going to be fun. I've seen you perform many times. I've had you working for me, and I know this brother is good. Y'all better come see this man. Matter of fact, you got your sax available right there?
Oh man, yeah, you caught me in my practice hour.
Give me a little taste. So you're
never leave home without it. Yeah.
Okay, there you go. like it. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. That's
It's
just
live,
a
it's
taste.
not Memorex.
That's right. That's right. You know you were right. So let's get back to your music in a minute. But right now, I want to talk to you about some of the other things that you've been doing. I know you got some wine that you've been working with. I think you were telling me I was at the first time that you actually presented that. You know, is it the Ric Ochet?
Ricochet. It's like
Ricochet. Oh, okay. I thought maybe you're doing some blessings there with the Ricochet and the Ochet, but the Ricochet. Talking about the Ricochet wine and jazz vibe. What's that all about?
It's about free tasting, free wine tasting. I like to share my favorite wines with my audience now, and I'll give them a sample. I'll give them a taste. You know, if you like the Pinot Noir, I'll have one of my favorites there. Pour that for free 30 minutes before my performances. Also, I have a favorite champagne, the bubbly, and it's made by this company out of Manteca called Delicato Wines. And what I do is I just stick my Ricochet label on it as a white label, and you know, that just lets the audience know it's approved by me. But I'm also, in addition to that, working on a negotiation with the bubbly company to see if they can give me a limited edition signature line, you know, help some of the sales. So if someone's interested in like a case, if they, you know, use my code name Ricochet, you know, I'll get a percentage split on that case. So
and I've always wondered how do people just decide I'm going to have my own wine? Now you're out there tasting it and everything. I mean, how's that work for you?
Well, what happened is it was inspired by a contact that I came across that makes their own wine. And so I let him know a few venues that I was performing at, and I was trying to get him placed in some of the venues. And I had to learn the hard way that a lot of those selections of their inventory of their wine comes through a distributor. And so he's a small independent. And so it's kind of like going against the grain when you go in that independent route. So I thought about, hey, what if I had some of his wine at my events, you know, and moving forward. But it got kind of costly because he didn't give me any breaks on his cases.
Okay.
I do it to help him, but you know, I had to find a more cost-effective way. So now I'm at a point where I can at least pour two different varieties. I'll have a Pinot Noir and a champagne, and it seemed to be working fine right now. And so,
all right. Now I know you're talking to the owner, Pre Brown of the Vibe Bistro, about perhaps having a little tasting. So hopefully we can work that out, and people can get a little taste.
Right. A few bottles, you know, be able to handle the room.
Once again, the Ricochet. I like that.
You know, and wine and jazz go hand in hand. So
absolutely. And jazz doesn't sound too bad with Hennessy and Coke either. But
I try not to limit myself
for me
to the word jazz, but you know, you get R&B, you get hip hop, you get all that when I perform live. So you know,
funny thing about me, I can drink Hen and Coke all night, but you give me one glass of wine.
Really,
it's going to be a problem, bro.
Yeah, it's all about personal preference, you know. It's you know, and then small quantities, so we're not trying to get anybody lit in there. You know what I mean?
Well, it won't take much for me to get a little lit. I don't know what it is, but wine just gets to me immediately. It goes to the part of me that says, "All right, Jerry, act a fool now." And Coke, not a problem. I mellow out, but that's my problem. I got to talk to my psychiatrist about that or something.
Yeah. Well, as long as you do that on the dance floor, it's all good.
And we're talking to Ric Alexander. He will be performing this Friday, September the 5th, at the Live at Vibe inside the Vibe Bistro. That's located at 1503 McDonald Avenue in Richmond. Doors open at 7 with DJ Square. Showtime at 8 with Ric Alexander and in the Ric Alexander Experience. And then DJ Square will finish it up until 10 o'clock, so you can come on out and hang out. There's food, there's drinks, there's good music going to be out there this Friday night. And I'm your host, this Friday night at the Live and Vibe. All right, one other thing you're doing, Ric, you got this pickleball. You've talked to me a few times about your knees and pickleball. So tell me about this. You're very excited about that. And then we're going to show them that little costume that you created on top of that.
Oh, yeah. And it has a story with that costume, too.
Okay, let's go.
But pickleball is my sport exercise these days. I have a tennis background. I played tennis for over 20 years, and it caught up to my knees. And so I had to kind of put a rest on that. and I took like a year or two off. And then when I finally got my pickleball paddles off the shelf, I went out in my community and saw that we have 8 courts filled with people every week. Sometimes every day, you know, depending on what time you go. In the morning, they're usually out there. You know, you have just a court full of people playing. So I have an active community with pickleball. We're actually trying to get 6 more courts built at the center. We had this was 12, started as a 12 tennis court facility, and now it's down to 6 tennis courts and 6 pickleball courts.
Okay.
But we're vying to get 6 more pickleball courts, so we'll have a total of 12. And it's like a long waiting time because people are just flocking here to to play pickleball, and it's a great sport. I love it. I'm trying to encourage more creatives to come out, you know, just so they have another form of exercise to be in shape for when they're on stage. So I'm really promoting it. And I talked about it before, you know, bless his heart and let him rest in peace. But Dwayne Wiggins is the one that gave me the idea about getting a mascot, because he told me if I was serious about the game, if he was me, he would get a pickle suit. You know, first it sounded like a funny idea. You know,
sound like a dare. It sounded like he was daring you.
Yeah, it sounded like a dare. And he said, "Man, if you were serious about it, you know, you would get a pickle suit." And sure enough, I got a pickle suit. I modified it. I kind of, you know, added some things to it and made it my own, and it created a mascot name. First, it was Kosher Deal. I named the mascot Kosher Deal. Then I shortened it and combined Kosher and Deal and just came up with Cody. So now it's Kodee, Cody the mascot. And I just did my first national anthem because I'm out there with pickleball paddle and I'm out there with my green saxophone. I have a green saxophone to coordinate with my outfit. You know,
all right, I want to know, is everybody ready to see this picture of Rick in his Kodee suit? Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Woo!
Yeah, that's it.
Look at you.
And that's my first tournament playing the national anthem.
On Discovery Bay, huh?
Yes. So I'm thinking about trying to actually turn this mascot outfit. You know, we got Halloween coming up. Who knows? I might start putting some Halloween costumes out there.
Pickleball is huge, like you said, all across the country, man. So
it's bigger than me.
I've never tried it. So it's kind of looks like it's fun, not too hard to pick up or anything like that. So yeah,
it's a hybrid sport. You know,
you can't get hurt out there with the ball or anything like that, right?
No, I mean, I won't say that because if somebody hit you, smash the ball into you, you're going to feel a little sting.
They're going to feel a little sting. They're going to feel a sting too, right here. You know,
it's never intentional, but you know, have some hitters out there. They don't try to control the ball all the time, and they just want to get the ball over the net. And if you're in the way, in the line of fire of that ball, you know, it can, you know, scrub you.
Yes,
but it's a fun sport. As you can see, it's very social. When you see it on, you know, the news and things like that, it's in a lot of commercials now, in movies. Everybody's talking about it. So, you know, they have a professional level, and I guess the next step is to have it in the Olympics. That's what I'm waiting on now because I know.
Well, if they can have
that curling.
The curling and the dancing. What am I talking about?
The hip-hop dancing. Oh yeah, the break dancing.
They can do. That was a joke, but if they can do that. Why not do pickleball? Pickleball is actually it's exercising and stuff like that, run around.
Yeah, it's like a hybrid of tennis, badminton, and ping pong.
Why not? Why not?
So if you could play any of those hand-eye coordinated sports, you'll be all right.
And you could be hitting the national anthem in LA when it comes to LA in 2028 in your pickleball costume, and it start. We talked about it here right now. How about that?
Right, that's right. But before that, I have playing at the Oakland Coliseum next year for the Oakland Roots. You know, our Oakland soccer team.
Okay.
They do professional soccer there now because I've seen them advance from playing at Laney College to Cal State East Bay, and now they're utilizing the Oakland Coliseum for their games.
Okay, beautiful, man. Like I said,
they just had a pickleball night at one of the games a few weeks ago. So
okay, all right.
There's a whole network of pickleball ballers out there.
I'm with you, man. I'm with you. So you may get me out there one day. You never know. You
Oh,
never
for
know.
sure. When my pickleball slam and jam is coming.
Okay. All right, Rick.
That name in your mind, because it's going to be, round robin pickleball for beginners during the day, and then it's going to culminate into like a jam session.
All right. You sound more excited about this than you do your saxophone playing.
Oh, man, it works all together because I'll be playing the saxophone at the pickleball event. So
that's right. That's right.
It works hand in hand.
All right. So the saxophone thing, one more thing about that is that I know that you've been working with a lot of different artists and things like that. Yep. And I saw in your notes that you said that you got a song out with called Kiss, Keep It Simple, Sexy.
We're working on it. Yeah. The original version came out. I have Tony Lindsay singing on that. Who's
That's
now,
my guy.
Yeah, he's currently the singer for Maze now. Frankie Beverly passed the torch to him, right before he passed.
Right.
And so, before all that, I was able to get Tony in the studio and record on the song that I co-wrote with Levi Caesar Jr., who from the Prince generation. Yeah.
Yes.
And so that's another homie from Richmond, so hopefully I can try to get him out Friday as well. That's one of those surprise guests show up, type of friends, they're not busy already,
Just keep it a surprise. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I see you work with the fantastic Negrito, 3-time Grammy winner, on the song Sorry.
Yes.
Too Short, You Don't Know. It's So Mellow by local songwriter Lorenzo Lani Macon.
Yes, that's
correct.
correct.
You got a whole lot of going on.
Yeah, in addition, to the Tony material we're working on, Quiet as Kept, we'll get a new album out, if things go as planned. And so, it's a lot to look out for in the new year. And I'm pretty excited about being able to contribute to it.
Okay. And we are excited about you coming to the Vibe Bistro this Friday night, September the 5th. Doors at 7 o'clock again. You can get your tickets. You see it across the screen there, vibebistro.com, or you can call that phone number and get it that way too. Or you can get them at the door. This Friday, 7 o'clock, this man right here, Rick Alexander, this man right here, Jerry Dub, we're going to be showing you a good time. And we're kicking it here. We'll be kicking it there. Any last thoughts, Rick?
Just get your tickets, because my track record is, for selling out these events. So it's always exciting. And I anticipate the same this time. So tickets have a discount now. So if you get them between now and Friday, and also the first 50 ticket holders will get a free CD from me.
Oh,
so
okay. Yeah. Well, there you go. There you go. All right, man. Well, thank you for kicking it with GDove. We're going to see everybody on Friday, and we'll see you at the live at Vibe at the Vibe Bistro this Friday, September the 5th, with Rick Alexander. Good night, everybody.
Can't wait.